One of the number one pre-tribulation arguments I hear is the church disappears in the book of Revelation after chapter 3. The fact that the word church is not used makes people believe that that is evidence the rapture has happened. I want to show you how, upon closer inspection, that makes no sense. I'm going to try so hard not to be mean, but if there is one pre-tribulation argument that actually makes me angry, it's this one, because I believe it's so dishonest. Not that the people are dishonest, they're just going with what their pastor told them. But the people that teach this, I believe they know better. But let me not get sassy. Let's go. So fun fact, the word church is not used in the book of Mark, Luke, John, 2 Timothy, Titus, 1 Peter, 2 Peter, 1 John, 2 John, or Jude. The word God is not used in the book of Esther. So normally speaking, we don't pick the absence of a word and say that that person or thing is not present because a specific word is used. Why? Because there's more than one way to describe a person or a thing. For example, in the book of Revelation, Christians are described as saints, they're described as the elect. They're also described as servants. And sometimes a generic pronoun is used, but then you have to look at what it says after it. Let me show you. So we have, blessed are those that die in the Lord from now on. So the dying in the Lord shows that those are Christians. We have people that have the testimony of Jesus Christ. That shows that they're Christians. It says they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. More Christians. We have people under the altar in heaven that were slain for the word of God. More Christians. The word saints is used 59 times in the New Testament to describe believers. So anybody that could say that Christians are not in the tribulation just because the word church is not used, that is a nonsensical argument. So the question might be, okay, well, why is it used in the first few chapters, but then not anymore? That's a great question. In the specific context, there are local historical bodies of believers that are receiving these specific letters and messages. So we have the Church of Smyrna, the Church of Philadelphia. So those are two very specific local bodies. Whereas throughout the rest of the book of Revelation, we're no longer talking about 7 specific local churches. We're talking about Christians throughout the world in that context. So it makes sense that the word for a local specific body of believers is not used anymore. I'll make one more point. Pre-tribulationists believe that the rapture takes place in chapter 4, but that chapter doesn't use the word church. So by their own logic, that argument makes no sense. Not trying to be mean, but that one makes me feel fiery. God bless.